George Alexander Trebek was a Canadian-American game show host and television personality. He was the host of the syndicated game show Jeopardy! For 37 seasons from its revival in 1984 until his death in 2020. He also hosted a number of other game shows, including The Wizard of Oz, Double Dare, High Rollers, Battlestars, Classic Concentration, and To Tell the Truth. Trebek also made appearances in numerous television series, in which he usually played himself. A native of Canada, Trebek became a naturalized United States citizen in 1998. He received the Daytime Emmy Award for Outstanding Game Show Host 7 times for his work on Jeopardy! Trebek married broadcaster Elaine Colley in 1974. The couple had no children, although Trebek adopted Colley's daughter Nikki. They divorced in 1981. In 1990, he married Jean Carivan, a real estate project manager from New York. They had 2 children, Matthew and Emily. In 1996, Trebek ran the Olympic torch in Jacksonville, Florida, through a leg of its journey to Atlanta. He became a naturalized citizen of the United States in 1998. In late 2001, during Jeopardy!'s 18th season, Trebek shaved the mustache that he had worn for over 30 years. He wore a fake mustache for the first half of the April 1, 2008 episode as an April Fool's joke. In summer 2014, Trebek regrew the mustache for the 31st season of Jeopardy!, only to shave it off again a month into the season. Trebek grew out a full beard at the beginning of the 2018 season, shaving it down to a goatee for the 7th episode and a mustache for the 8th episode, and the next day was clean-shaven again. On January 30, 2004, Trebek escaped major injury after falling asleep behind the wheel of his pickup truck while driving alone on a railroad in the Central Coast town of Templeton, California, returning from a family home in Lake Nacimiento. The truck sideswiped a string of mailboxes, flew 45 feet over an embankment, and came to rest against a utility pole in a ditch. Trebek was not cited for the accident and returned to work taping Jeopardy! 4 days later. Trebek owned and managed a 700-acre ranch near Paso Robles in Creston, California, known as Creston Farms, where he bred and trained thoroughbred racehorses. His colt Trebas Goldus is the stakes-winning son of Slua Gold. Trebek sold the operation in 2008 and the property is now an event center called Windfall Farms. In a 2018 interview with Vulture, Trebek said he was a political moderate and registered independent, neither conservative nor liberal, with some libertarian leanings. Trebek stated he believed in God as a Christian. During a 2018 gubernatorial debate, he said he was raised Catholic during his childhood and adolescence. On December 11, 2007, Trebek suffered a minor heart attack at his home, but returned to work as scheduled in January 2008. In July 2011, he injured an Achilles tendon while chasing a burglar who had entered his San Francisco hotel room, requiring 6 weeks in a cast. Trebek suffered another mild heart attack in June 2012. But was able to return to work the following month. On December 15, 2017, over the winter break of Jeopardy! Taping, Trebek was admitted to Cedars-Sinai Medical Center after reportedly experiencing complications from a fall in October of that year. The incident resulted in a subdural hematoma. Trebek underwent surgery to remove blood clots from his brain the following day. On January 4, 2018, the verified Twitter account of Jeopardy! Announced that Trebek had been suffering from the fall. Trebek required a short medical leave and returned to regular hosting duty in mid-January 2018. In 2018, while being interviewed by Harvey Levin on Fox News, Trebek floated the idea of retirement, saying the odds of his leaving Jeopardy! In 2020 were 50-50 and a little less. He added that he might continue if he is not making too many mistakes but would make an intelligent decision as to when he should give up the MC role. In October that year, he signed a new contract to continue as host through 2022, stating in January 2019 that although he was beginning to slow down due to his age, the show's work schedule, consisting of 46 taping sessions each year, was still manageable. On March 6, 2019, Trebek announced that he had been diagnosed with stage 4 pancreatic cancer. He had been experiencing a persistent stomach ache before the diagnosis but did not recognize it as a symptom of the disease. In a prepared video announcement of the diagnosis, Trebek noted that his prognosis was poor but said that he would aggressively fight the cancer in hopes of beating the odds and would continue hosting Jeopardy! For as long as he was able, joking that his contract obligated him to do so for 3 more years. Trebek updated the situation in May 2019, stating that he was responding exceptionally well to treatment and that some of the tumors had shrunk to half their previously observed size. He credited the prayers and well wishes of his fans for the better than usual results and planned to undergo several more rounds of chemotherapy. Trebek finished that round of chemotherapy treatments in time to resume taping of the show in August 2019. Follow-up immunotherapy was ineffective, and Trebek resumed chemotherapy in September. On October 4, 2019, in an interview with CTV's chief anchor and senior editor Lisa Loughlin, Trebek said, "I'm not afraid of dying and I've lived a good life, a full life, and I'm nearing the end of that life. If it happens, why should I be afraid of that?" In the same interview, Trebek noted that sores in his mouth, a side effect from the chemotherapy, were interfering with his ability to speak, noting that there will come a point when they, fans and producers, will no longer be able to say, "It's okay." On November 11, 2019, during the final Jeopardy! Round, a player's response stated, "What is we you, Alex?" which caused Trebek to become emotional. Hours later, #We love you Alex was trending on Twitter. In a December 2019 interview with ABC News, Trebek stated that he would begin looking at experimental treatments and chemotherapies and that despite periods of severe pain and depression, he was still in good enough physical condition to handle construction projects. Trebek also stated that he had already prepared an on-air farewell statement before his cancer diagnosis. In March 2020, Trebek announced he had survived 1 year of cancer treatment, noting that his prognosis had given him only an 18% chance to survive that long, and that, though the chemotherapy treatments were often worse than the cancer symptoms themselves, he was confident that he would survive another year, saying that ending treatment would be a betrayal to his family, supporters, and to the God in whom he has faith. As a precautionary measure, Jeopardy! Was to tape episodes without a studio audience, as protection from the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic. Trebek, because of both his age and his condition, was particularly at risk of death from the particular strain of coronavirus circulating. Soon afterward, production of the show was suspended altogether. The show resumed taping in August, in time for the season 37 premiere. On July 16, 2020, Trebek gave an update regarding his cancer. He said that, while he still felt fatigued, the chemotherapy was paying off. He also stated that he was looking forward to taping again. On July 21, 2020, he published his memoir The Answer Is, Reflections on My Life. Trebek underwent surgery related to his cancer treatment in October. He returned to the show 2 weeks after the surgery, but was unable to handle his full workload because of pain from the surgery and had to split his usual 5-episode taping session over 2 days. These 5 episodes would be his last. He taped his final episode on October 29, 2020. Trebek died at his home in Los Angeles on November 8, 2020, at the age of 80, after more than 18 months fighting pancreatic cancer. His remains were cremated, and given to his wife,